Hello students, welcome to my channel Concept Well. Today this is the last video of basic math in the physics part. Now the last part was of integration and the part before that was of differentiation. Now an important aspect of differentiation is chain rule. Now chain rule is usually we may not encounter in physics, but some complex questions may have chain rule applications. So today this is basic math. And chain rule. Now what is chain rule? In integration we saw that integration by parts had multiplication of certain terms. Now it may come to our mind that how can two functions be arranged together? One function can be a function of another function, means f of gx. This can also be a function. Suppose fx and gx are two separate functions. We can also write another function which is h of x equal to f of gx. Now what is f of gx? Suppose fx is what? Fx, take it to be x square, and gx equal to e to the power x. Okay, or let us take opposite, because so as to understand and have a better understanding. Fx equal to, suppose it is e to the power x, gx equal to x square. Now what to do? Question may come that how will we solve this? We do what? We use the chain rule. Now what is chain rule? Chain rule follows dy by dx is equal to, suppose this is the hold dy and dx to be separate terms. So suppose these are two constant variables, suppose they may not change, and dy by, we can write it dy by dt into dt by dx, obviously, yes. Similarly we can write dy by dm into dm by dt into dt by dx. So this goes on. Okay, this is how we use the chain rule. So I have to do what? We have to find h dash x. Suppose y equal to h dash x, hx, sorry, y equal to hx. Now dy by dx, which becomes h dash x. How to find h dash x? We found fx was e to the power x, gx was x square. So h dash x is actually e to the power x square. Okay. So h dash. So we take d dx e to the power x square. Okay. Sorry, I wrote it down. D dx e to the power x square. It can be also be written as d e to the power x square by dx square into dx square by dx. It can be written. So take x square to be t. Suppose if x square was t, so it is d e to the power t by dt, that is e to the power t. Okay. Similarly here also d e to the power x square by dx square. So what does it imply? It is e to the power x square and multiplied by dx x to the power 2 by dx. So what is dx to the power n? ddx x to the power n. That is n x to the power n minus 1 means 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1, that is 2x. So you multiply it by 2x. So the result comes out to be 2x e to the power x square. Okay. So this is called chain rule. Now this was a simple example. Suppose we have been given a function fx equal to e to the power 10 square x plus 2 tan x plus 1. Okay, or make it tan square x square, 2 tan x square plus 1. So first we have to deduce the function. What is deduce? So if I take tan x square as a term, which is t, so we see that this is t square plus 2t plus 1. That implies it is t plus 1 whole square. So it is actually tan of x square plus 1 whole square. Now suppose we have been told to find dy by dx. Here dy by dx becomes d dx first e to the power tan x square plus 1 whole square. Now in all the problems you will not calculate like this, you will throw out all the equations. So what to do? You calculate it in mind. Okay, what is e to the power tan x square plus 1? We take tan x square plus 1 as c, so it is e to the power c by, now dx can be changed as, we can write in place of dx we can write tan square x plus 1. So let me write it down, d to the power tan x square plus 1 whole square by d tan x square plus 1 whole square. Okay, now second it will be d tan x square plus 1 by dx. Do we know the differentiation of tan x square plus 1 whole square by dx? We don't know. So we do what? We do not take dx here. We take d tan x square plus 1. Okay. Now again I am writing it down. D tan x square plus 1 by, now can we differentiate tan x square plus 1 with respect to x? Obviously no. So we take what? D tan x. Why we may also have taken tan x square plus 1. Why will we take tan x square plus 1? We will take d tan x. Why? Because if I take tan x to be t, then it is d t square plus 1 by dt. So dt square by dt becomes something, and d 1 by dt, that is dc by dt, that becomes 0 again into, now we can write d tan x by dx. This is what? E to the power x d dx e to the power x, that is e to the power x means e to the power tan x square plus 1 whole square into this thing d x to the power n by dx. Okay, that is n means 2 into x, that is tan x square plus 1. Now again multiplied by d tan x square plus 1 by d tan x, means suppose hold it to be dt square plus 1 by dt. So that is what? dt square by dt, this d1 by dt is 0, so dt square by dt, that is 2t, that is 2 tan x. So into 2 tan x. Now the last one, what is the differentiation of tan x? Sec square x. So it is sec square x. Done. This is the chain rule. Now where to use the chain rule? Now in many of our problems we may see that we are being told that we have acceleration, and which is a function of x, f of x. Now how to determine it? Acceleration is what? dv by dt equal to f of x. Now we can write dv by dx into dx by dt equal to f of x. Yes. Now what is dx by dt? This displacement by time, that is v, instantaneous v, that is v dv. And if I take dx here, means equal to f x dx. Now we can easily integrate these terms because we have found dv here and dx here. It can be integrable. These are the situations where we can use chain rule. So this is the end of chain rule and this is the end of basic maths. The next video will be of mathematics, most probably of the state circle part, and the upcoming video of physics will be the starting part of kinematics. Hope you enjoyed it and learned. Please subscribe the channel and click on the like button. Thank you.